Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and joining me today is Doug. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, welcome to me. Thank you for having me. It's great.
Doug, if someone's never seen you before, how are you involved in board gaming?
Well, I am a contributor to Board Game Breakfast. Been out the last couple of weeks because of a little surgery I had, but I'm getting back in. We'll be back on here this next week or so. And I've been playing games for a while. My son, Doug the Third, has been playing games with me. He's a grown-up. He's not a little kid, in case you don't know him. But we play games together, and we have our YouTube channel that we started. And we do Board Game Breakfast together when I can pin him down. Like I say, he's grown. He's got his own life going, so, kind of hard to get him pinned down sometimes. But we still do it together, and just love doing it. Love playing games and hanging out with people and making new friends and just talking about hanging out with the grandkid, and that kind of stuff. So games are a good medium for causing all those good things to happen.
All right, folks, if you've never seen this before, this is called 5 More Great Games. And what I do is I talk about 5 games in my continual quest outside my top 100 games, but games that are still good and talk about. This will be a 50 or so episode series, so there's a lot of games to talk about. And all I know is that Doug has played at least one of the games today. He could have played all 5 for all I know, but I know he's played at least one. So I'm going to guess, and then I need to convince him to play the ones that he hasn't played, unless he's played all 5, in which case I would be very surprised, actually.
Well, actually, I think I'm at a little disadvantage because I don't have a good poker face. So to help me out, I actually made a little Mike DeLizio mask. I don't want to read my emotions. So, maybe I won't have to use that, but anyway, we'll see.
All right.
He's got a good poker. Didn't he have a good poker face, though? I mean, look at that. Like, you cannot read the guy.
Well, if you play games with Mike, you can read him to the point where I always know if Mike likes the game or not. I've never ever sat there and wondered. All right, so let's jump into the games here. So here we go, looking at Board Game Geek. The first game here is Thunder and Lightning. Now, this game came out in 2016, and it's actually a reimplementation of a game called Hera and Zeus, which came out in 2000. So this game is technically 21 years old, from Richard Borg, who's best known for Memoir 44. But Thunder and Lightning, which was Thor versus Loki, as opposed to Hera and Zeus, it's the same thing. It's kind of like Stratego with cards. But I got to guess if Doug has played this game. I don't think this game is... I'm going to say you haven't played it, Doug.
Well, you would be correct. In fact, I'd never even heard of it until just now.
Really?
I felt bad. I thought I had to look it up. I was like, I've never even heard of that game.
Well, back in the day when it first came out, it was part of the Cosmos 2-player line, which also had Lost Cities. Okay. And this was very well renowned. It's essentially Stratego. You are trying to find one card, and so there are cards that let you pull cards from your opponent's hand, and if you pull the card, you win. But there's also cards in front of you that you can play the card down there, but then if you attack the card, you win. So when you attack, it's like Stratego. I attack you, we reveal, the higher number wins, but there's also special abilities. It's a really fun back and forth game. And the new artwork for the Thunder and Lightning stuff is just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I'd definitely love to try it out, but I haven't played that one.
Well, it's an easy one to get to the table if you do so, because it is a 2-player game. And even though there's a lot of text on these cards that you can see right here, it's not overly complex. You have a lot of the same cards, like the Raven. I can reach in your hand and pull a card out. That's it. So I like that. All right, the next one is Goodcritters. Now, Goodcritters is part of the Dice Tower Essentials line, and it's a re-implementation of Tief Taschen. I played Tief Taschen, and I loved it instantly, and so I got it made into Dice Tower Essentials line, and they changed the theme to Goodcritters.
Yep.
Doug, how many of the Dice Tower cons have you gone to?
One.
Which one?
Second to last one. What year was that? 2018? I think it was 18.
Yeah, I think, by the way, Doug, I think your mic is moving a bit or something's rumbling.
Okay. That was me. I have a
2018. definitely took this game and taught everyone I knew, and I'm trying to remember if I would have taught this and played it with you. I don't know. There's an off chance. I'll say yes, you have played this.
No, I have not played this one either. But
this is a Dice Tower Essential.
I know. I definitely want to play it. I looked this one up too, and I had heard of it already, but I looked it up. I actually watched the playthrough of it, and I think I would really, really like this game. It looks like a lot of fun. So I'm definitely gonna check it out, and it's not an expensive game either. It's great. Looks like a great filler game, and yeah, definitely want to try this one.
Yeah, if you like Sheriff of Nottingham, I think you would like this one because essentially you have a bunch of money you put out in the middle table. One person's a very corrupt president. They decide how to distribute the money, and then everyone votes whether that's true or not. But while you're voting on that, you're also blackmailing each other. You are trying to skim off the top to take some more money for yourself. There's a lot of really humorous things that can happen in this game, and it's a very group-dependent game. But right. I don't know. I really like the idea of it. Actually, you're a corrupt president in Teef Toshin. In Goodcritters, you're a corrupt mob boss.
Yeah.
Although
I know what you. Yeah,
I'm not sure that there's
I think
a
with my gaming group,
non-corrupt.
Although we're kind of small right now, but I think we would really enjoy this. I think it seems like the type of game that, yeah, like you said, sounds like it would be dependent on the group, but I think my group would be great with this and have a good time. So definitely going to try that one.
Alrighty, that's two that you haven't played. Right. Now we go to a very new one. This is Lockup, a role-player game.
Depending on what order you go in here, this could affect your judgment, but go ahead.
Well, sure. So Lockup, a role-player tale. This takes place in the role-player universe, but it's a worker placement game. And it's a game that I really like because you play some of the workers face down. Now, as much as I like this game I had at Dice Tower West and Dice Tower in 2019, Dice Tower Con there. But I'm going to guess you haven't played this one because this one hasn't got a lot of love.
Yeah, you're right. Sounds like I haven't played any of these, but I promise I have. Yeah, I haven't played this one. Again, this was not one I was really familiar with. Looked it up a little bit. It looks interesting, but I haven't had the chance to play it.
Yeah, this one has not done as well as the role-player games have done. I mean, have you played them?
Yeah. Without the... oh, no, I played with the expansion. But, yeah, I have played role-player. There's been some other expansions I haven't played, but for the monster one I have.
Yeah, role-player does really well. I mean, it's very popular. Yeah. This game is not as much. It's about you're a bunch of the characters from role-player universe. You're just stuck in jail. And so apparently the governor says whoever does the best job in jail becomes the leaders of jail. It's a very odd theme, but hey, why not? So you want to become the jail boss. But I normally don't like jail themes because I find them to be dark. But when it's fantasy creatures, I don't care. Like real-world jail, I'm not interested in.
Right.
But
I mean, if I want reality, I'll walk outside. So,
well, hopefully not to prison.
Great, well, true. No, it's. I think I would probably enjoy. There's not too many games I don't like though. So for me to say I would probably enjoy a game is just redundant for me because I like so many games. It's hard for me to say that I don't. But yeah, it does sound like a good one to me. Yeah,
Brad in chat says it's a fun game, but feels like it needs an expansion. I could see that. Maybe it will get an expansion. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right, Lords of Waterdeep. I'm not even going to pause here. I'm going to say you 100% have played this one because it's like one of the linchpins in our hobby.
Yes, I have. And this Lords of Waterdeep is probably in my top 10 games of all time.
Wow, really?
It is, yeah. Because, well, first of all, I haven't played as many games as you have, I'm sure. But I played a lot of games. But Lords of Waterdeep, being worker placement, which is one of the mechanics I really enjoy, but it's so streamlined and elegant and simple, and yet there's strategy to it. I love worker placement. I love Tricarian. That's an awesome game. I love the West Kingdom series. It's all good stuff. But Lords of Waterdeep, again, it's just so elegant and it just works and it flows with or without the expansion, the Skulls and Scoundrels expansion. I like it either way. But we play this one a lot, and boy, you can totally change up the whole game with your buildings, and it's just a great game. It's just a lot of fun. So
Did you upgrade your cubes?
No, I have not. I'm still using cubes.
Yeah, I upgraded mine to little dudes, which you don't have to do, but it makes the game feel a little better. Lords of
Honestly,
Waterdeep, huh?
Yeah, I never call them, what are they, clerics, and I don't know what all they are. I call them by the color. I mean.
Yeah, I need 2 white cubes.
It's a cube, but yeah, it's just an awesome game.
So it's a worker placement game.
Yeah.
And it is a lot of fun, and I think this game has been a strong gateway game or a welcoming game to people who are in the Dungeons & Dragons lore, and this will bring them into board gaming because they'll say, oh, it's Dungeons & Dragons, I'll play, and it's a totally different thing.
Right, and in fact, my wife does not like Dungeons & Dragons, and I got her to play this, and when she saw the D&D thing on the box, she was like, oh, I don't want to play. I said, no, don't even worry about that. And she liked it because it's so far removed from typical Dungeons and Dragons, atmosphere that it's totally different. So it's a great gateway game, but for me at least, it's advanced enough and strategic enough that I will play it anytime, anywhere with anybody. So I love it.
This game has gotten nowadays, unfortunately, it doesn't get as much love. I mean, it's still very highly ranked, obviously, but it's almost cool to say it's not that great of a game. But I would argue that even after having played a lot of games, it's still really high on my list. It's still in the top 2% of all games I played. I think it's fantastic. It's easy. And while Doug says you can play with or without the expansion, and it's true, I really love playing with that corruption expansion.
Oh, yeah, I do too. But, it plays good without it. And in my opinion, but yeah, if I have the option, I'm going to throw it in there as well. So definitely I'll play Lords of Waterdeep anytime with anybody. So let me know if you want to play. Let's do it.
All right, so the last one, I don't know. This is so esoteric. It's Codex Card Time Strategy Deluxe Set. This is a mix, and I'm not exaggerating here, folks. It's a mix of deck building and combat back and forth. It's supposed to be real-time strategy. And you can pick your cards for your deck from a big binder of cards like Mage Wars. It's unlike anything else, and at the same time, it's like a lot of stuff because that's what David Serlin does. He tends to take other games and copy their mechanisms. This is not that well known. The people who love it, and I'm one of them. Man, would Doug have played this? Would Waterdeep be the only game you've played? But this one's so out of your... are you wearing the mask? No. Okay, let me see. I'm going to make a wild guess and say that somehow, some way, you've played this.
Well, actually, that is the game that at one of the conventions I was at. No, I didn't play it. I had never played Codex. No, I never played it, and I felt kind of bad because I only played one. It sounds like I didn't play a lot of games. I do, but yeah, I was looking at the list of 5 that you were talking about, and boy, just missed that one. But again, I looked it up, made sure I knew, kind of familiar with it. Looks like an awesome game. I think I would, I think I'd really like it.
It's really well done. And what's really cool about it, I think there's 6 different colors. There might be, I think it's 6. But each color, you pick like one part of that color. So, for example, purple is time magic. But you can have a focus on past, present, or future. So, in the past, you're going to play cards that that you put out, but it takes a couple turns before they activate. But when they activate, they're amazing. Future cards you can put out, and they're really good, but they're going to die off soon. Or it might be reversed, past and future, I don't remember. But what I'm saying is, and you have these heroes. It's a little bit like Magic, where you're attacking the other person's characters, attacking them. It's also a complete game. Now, it's very expensive.
Is it?
But once you get it, you have everything. It's not a collectible card game or anything like that. And I just really like this game a lot.
Yeah, it does look like a lot of fun to me, and I love the time concept. And I haven't played it, but thinking of other games, was it the other one does with time?
Yeah, well, it reminds me of Mage Wars a bit. It reminds me of Dominion a little bit. Right, and a Magic the Gathering. And again, that sounds like a really weird mashup, but I really like this one a lot.
Yeah, but it's card driven, right? I mean,
yes,
card driven.
It's basically all cards. Right. You also have these heroes that you can pick, and you'll level up the heroes, and they get better as time goes by. So you have to decide which heroes you want to play, and if you're going to level them up, and are you going to you need to get better cards in your deck, so you want to get your tech tree higher, so you can put these. I mean, the tech 3 cards are like uber powerful Magic the Gathering type cards.
Yeah.
So the game is going to end. It's one of those games that it won't go forever because eventually I'm going to get out cards so big I can like destroy your whole deck with one card type stuff.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Again, sounds like a great game, but just haven't had the opportunity to play it. So.
All right. Well, let's play the game. It's your turn to guess now. I went on our YouTube community page and asked people which of these was their favorite. Which one do you think won of the 5 games we talked about?
Well, I'm going to go with my favorite, Lords of Waterdeep, because it's been around a long time. It is a gateway game, and I think everybody's played it. I think everybody likes it.
Well, I have to say it was not even close.
Really?
Yeah, let's look at the poll right now. We have 1,000 votes, and Lords of Waterdeep has 63% of those votes. The second was Lockup with 14%, then Thunder and Lightning, and then tie for last, Goodcritters and Codex.
Okay.
But folks, I'm telling you, these are all great games.
Yeah.
And Doug is going to play them all. Well, maybe someday.
I'm going to try. If we ever have conventions again, I'll definitely play them there. So we'll have them soon.
Well, either way, Doug, if people want to find more about you and what you do on the internet, where would they go?
Well, the best thing to do is just go to YouTube, search Doug and Doug Gaming, and our channel will come up, and you can see us when Doug was much younger and kind of watch him grow through the videos, and you can watch me gain weight through the videos, that's a lot of fun. But that's the best place. Just go to our YouTube channel and check out some videos there, kind of see who we are, and we're going to start some new stuff. In fact, Doug and I were just talking. Because he's, even though he's grown and not around a whole lot, he still wants to be involved. So we're hoping to start a little podcast. I mean, we don't have a huge following or anything, but it's just something we do because we like to do it. And so, yeah, check out our YouTube channel, and then in this other stuff that happens, we'll keep you informed through that.
All righty, folks. Well, that's 5 more great games. But that's not it. We're not done. We'll be back here in 40 minutes at 3 o'clock for our continuing saga of marble racing. Shoot some marbles. Come back and join us there. We got new stuff, as always. Thanks, Doug, for joining me today.
My pleasure.
I'll see you next week, folks. Doing this once again, 5 more great games. Until then, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Doug Jr.
We'll see y'all later.